Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. We are going to continue with Simple Abundance, Sarah Bombranick's book, 365 Days to a Balanced and Joyful Life. January 22nd, Your Personal Treasure Map. No self-respecting, swashbuckling buccaneer would set out in search of buried treasure without a map. Why should you? A personal treasure map is a collage of your ideal life that you create as a visual tool to focus your creative energy in the direction you wish to go. First, you'll have to visualize your ideal life, and this is not so easy. Take a moment to get quiet and go within. Close your eyes. Now see how you live and who lives with you. What does your dream house look like? What part of the world is it in? Do you have children? How many? What type of garden do you have? Have you started your heirloom vegetable kitchen garden surrounded by a white picket fence? Your arbor of old-fashioned climbing roses? Do you have any pets? What kind of job do you have? Are you publishing your own blog, directing a feature film, or raising thoroughbred horses? Now see if you can't find pictures in magazines to match your ideal images. Cut them out and create a collage in your illustrated discovery journal. If you can't find visuals to match your dreams, tap into the creativity deep within you and draw a picture. When you're finished, find a photograph of yourself that you especially like. Make sure it's a picture of you looking radiant and happy. Cut yourself out and place yourself in the center of your treasure map collage. When making your personal treasure map, think fun, think delight, think 7 years old. This is not an intellectual exercise. This is a wish list to the universe. Our deepest wishes are whispers of our authentic selves. We must learn to respect them. We must learn to listen. Put your ear down next to your soul and listen hard, the Pulitzer Prize-winning poet Anne Sexton advises. Above all, remember that no one needs to be privy to your personal treasure map, nor should anyone but you. Our wishes for the future, our hopes, our dreams, and our sacred aspirations are our truest treasures. Guard yours in the sanctuary of your heart. Keep your personal treasure map in the back of your illustrated discovery journal and look at it often. When you do, give thanks for the wonderful life you are leading. Even realizing that you want to live another way is the most fabulous blessing. The greatest secret to living a happy and fulfilled life is the realization that everything is created in our minds before it has manifested itself in the outer world, and before our minds, it is a spark in our heart. We must believe it before we can see it. You must know what you're digging for before X can mark the spot. So we discussed yesterday a little bit about the personal treasure map, or not the treasure map, but the discovery journal. And, just using any kind of little journal, you could use that, or, get a notebook, spiral notebook, and you can find those anywhere. Taking the time to go through and finding some magazines, and, I've got mine, and cutting images that just speak to you, and if you don't have images, find things on the internet. So like I cut out some images. So I said yesterday, I'm kind of working on my own vision board for the year. And so, I want to do a TED talk, and I want Jim Carrey to write the foreword to my book because he was the inspiration for me writing it. I want to travel to Costa Rica. I want to sail around the world. I want to have a YouTube subscriber award. I want a Jaguar F-Type R. I want to be like Scrooge McDuck, and just sailing on or skiing down my piles of cash. I want to grow my business, so these are things that I'm aspiring towards. It's my turn to speak. I really want to do speaking engagements. I love speaking, and last year was kind of a bummer because of COVID. A lot of the conferences and things that I typically speak at were canceled. Growth. I really want to grow this year significantly. Um, Oprah. Who doesn't want to put Oprah on their vision board? Or in their personal, treasure map. Another jaguar. Same one. But, just images that really speak to you, things that, you really want. Words like, I am committed to my goals. The universe always has my back. Another sailboat. This one's in Costa Rica. Things that you really enjoy. I love butterflies. I build and maintain pollinator habitats for fun. And I do a lot of speaking about building and maintaining pollinator habitats and why they're important. So putting, butterflies on my vision board is really important because they're, pollinators are super, super important. I have ducks, rescue ducks. So these are Indian runner ducks on a beach. I don't know why they're on a beach, but you know what? I thought it was kind of cool. And Indian runner ducks are so cute. We don't have any, but they're adorable. So I like to plan things by the moon. So I thought this was really cool because it's got a really nice moon image. So, whatever images speak to you, things that you really enjoy, things that you really want, I am committed to myself and my goals, put things like that, things that are inspirational, things that are aspirational. And look at it a lot. Think about how wonderful your life is going to be. Imagine yourself in that place. Imagine yourself having everything already. Imagine how you're going to feel when you get all that stuff. When you're in your ideal house and you're in your ideal situation, you have your ideal job, you have your ideal relationship. Imagine how that will make you feel. And when you go there and you think about those things, that's where the magic truly happens. Stop thinking about like how crappy everything is right now and stop focusing on lack. Like, oh yeah, so like this is $100,000 car. I don't have the money right now to buy it. And I could sit here and say, oh, it'll never happen. I could do that, but that won't help me. It won't help me. So I just think about like how fun it'll be to drive it and how awesome it'll just feel to have like, the top down and the wind blowing in my hair. We had a Miata convertible at one time. And I loved it. I love the feeling of just having a small sporty car that you could just zip around corners and, throw around. And it was just awesome. And I loved it. So I just keep thinking about that. But in this car, and I think eventually this year I might actually go and test drive one just, to see how it feels and take a picture of myself in the car so that I have it and I can put it in my, my roadmap and in something that I really want to work towards. So, just thinking about how awesome it's going to be when I have my sailboat and we can sail around the world. And, and growth is just something that I'm continually committed to, personal and professional development is like, I firmly believe that when your education is finished, so are you. And every day is an education. Everything that you come across is an educational experience. So I'm continually striving to learn and grow and do better and be better. And, these things are just personal to me. Like, I'm not saying these are what you have to aspire to, but, think about all the things that you wanted to do, all the things you wanted to have, all the places you've ever wanted to go, and find pictures of those things. Maybe in a year you might change your mind. You might decide, what, I don't really want this, I want that. I used to put things on there that I realized, what, I really don't want to work towards that now. I want to work towards something else. And so having these visual reminders is just something for you to look at, to think about what you're working towards, and to imagine a life where all possibilities are available. I mean, because they are. Everything is possible. Everything is available. We just have to believe that it is possible and that it is available. And like it said, in the book, when you believe it, you'll see it. So, until tomorrow, I hope you guys all have an amazing and blessed day.